Hey guys, it's the Captain here. It's NAMM 2017. I'm on the ESP booth here with Chris, and Chris is going to take us through some of the things that's new for this year.
Yes, we are. It's been very exciting for us. Every year you do something new. It's always, you always want to tell the story about it. And fortunately, this year, one of the things that happened is that really a lot of this new stuff that happened came from the voice of the consumer. Mm-hmm. This was definitely a year we just sat back and listened to what everybody was bitching about, and we came on board and said, let's do it. So let's start off right here. In the TL line, which is like the plug and play, semi-acoustic style guitar, we added two basses. This one, the 4-string fretless, as well as a 5-string with a burled maple or spalted maple top up there. So that way we can just cover the whole gamut of everything that's going on in TL world. Now, we have a lot of guys, believe it or not, that actually use the X-Tone models, and these actually sell very well. They're just a very different, almost retro-style guitar. Yeah. Center block, not fully hollow, so they're only hollow on the sides. And we just wanted to add some more of the classic colors, like a vintage or a sonic blue and a seafoam green.
They are a cool kind of offset vibe, aren't they? I guess they suit that kind of color, don't they?
And they do, and they heel joint, and they're bolt-on, so it is definitely a different idea. But look at that heel joint; it's very bizarre. But they sound great. We have a lot of guys that use them, like Ben Wyman.
These look amazing.
Oh, let's go right here. These are piezo models.
Oh, wow.
So for all of the the people out there that love the piezo, we wanted to go the extra step with the piezo, and we add the active preamp. We have the blend of magnetic to piezo right here. So you have a all piezo, all magnetic, or a blend of the two, and you can blend them here with a separate volume.
Is that a little bit like, I know an old Slash Les Paul model had the Fishman Power Bridge, which was the sort of the Piazza.
Yes.
And it wasn't a question of like, oh, I'm going to try and pretend to use it as an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar. He would use both at the same time into a driven amplifier.
Yeah.
And it just gave that sort of note clarity that you don't get just
exactly.
with a magnetic
guitar. And we have two output jacks on this as well.
Yeah.
So you can run all magnetic or the blend, and you only need a regular mono cable. That way you can get that note clarity.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I like it because when you're tracking something in the studio, you can really get that clarity just popping through on a big chord.
Yeah.
Even if you have like a pretty high gain situation going on, you can really get like the big chordal slants out of it.
So two different colors on that model,
Yep.
by the looks of things.
Yep.
Where are we going next?
We're going to go over here. Actually, real quick, the 256 EC 256s have been possibly the best. They're the second best-selling guitars we make, and we just wanted to offer them in a see-through with the flame top. And look at that! That just looks awesome.
I got to take this off the rack here because this is an absolute stunner. Look at that!
That personally is like my favorite thing that's come out this year.
I'd have to agree with you on that front. Right, and the purple. That's purple. Purple's been a bit of a winner color for the last couple of years as well, hasn't it?
It has been, and I call it a sleeper color. It's like nobody knows it, nobody ever asks for it, but we did it anyway, and sold an S-ton of them.
I like that color.
Yes, this is it's basically like a military green satin.
So no other changes to the EC401, just a couple of new colors.
Just colors, that's it. We had the Floyded version now, and then we're obviously adding a new flavor to the Evertune models. But one thing that we did over here in the 400 series, this is I was very adamant about getting something very totalitarian, like a very classic bolt-on high-performance guitar. And I remember when I was growing up, I would buy a guitar similar to this. You change out the pickups, you change out the tremolo. I was like, let's put the right stuff in it right off the bat. Just make it raw mahogany. All right, so we have raw mahogany, and then this one has a flame top, but even that one up there is just a raw mahogany. This is the black satin. So we have EMGs and a Floyd, bound neck, bound headstock, just to make it easy, but all top end, and it's not going to break the bank, and you can take it on tour.
I like that. Again, I've always been a fan of the satin finishes. I think it's a classy way to make a guitar.
It is, and you know what? It's actually a tonal difference. Right. So it's not as confining as a heavy finish.
Cool. Where are we going next?
We're going to go to Baseland.
Baseland.
This is something that I'm very, very, very happy about because here in Baseland, we, over the last 2 years, we became a big contender in the bass world. We weren't in the past, but I made a very big incentive for the company to let's dive in. Let's make basses for bass players, not just for crappy guitar players. So, we sat in our office and I brought in probably like a half a dozen bass players to talk to us about what we needed. Because I'm a guitar player. I'm not going to fake it and try to say that I'm a bass player. It's a different world. And people who don't understand that just turn off the channel and stop listening. We've had the multi-scale out. We've had the special editions out. But we've taken even the lower end and price point and making it just even better with flame tops, nicer neck contours, active electronics, and this is a 100 series.
Right.
Super
affordable.
Right, and we took the Rocco series, the RBs, Rocco Prestia, and changed it from the maple to an ebony, put a thick satin finish on it, put passive pickups rather than the old whatever they were in there previously, and it's very, we just got rid of a lot of the active stuff of that nature, just made it more organic.
Oh, I like it. That's a pretty looking bass, isn't it?
Yes, look at that. The Stream, this is, in the artist world, the Stream body shape is our most popular bass shape. Yeah. And it really, John Campbell from Lamb of God kind of started that trend with us, where he was like, I like that, man, let's fucking put that out. And we're like, all right, cool. So he jumped on it, and then everybody was like, I want that too, And in the consumer world, it's still kind of waiting to explode, I guess you would say, but because this is our best-selling bass on the planet. But he really brought the Stream out into the open. Yeah. And
cool.
Here, this was one of those things. We just had to listen. We didn't want to put up. We were always had traditional style basses, but we were like, you know what? We're not that kind of company. We are a high-performance guitar company. So let's make the bass. If we're going to put out something semi-traditional, let's still make it ours. Let's put a Babbitt's bridge on it. Let's put an ebony fingerboard on it. Let's put EMGs in it. Let's hot rod this thing. Let's change that neck contour. Let's make it fast. Let's make it playable. Yeah. Make it for everybody who's into it.
Cool. Right. Where to next?
You know what?
E2?
E2's cool. We don't have a whole lot new going on in E2. So we just added more Evertunes. So we have the Evertune and the 7-string here.
Yep.
And then we have the Evertune over there on the Eclipse. So now available 2 Evertune models in the E2 world.
I think what's probably going to be new for the UK, I know with the ESP guys in the UK are going to bring a lot more E2 models into the UK. So yes. Even though you maybe haven't got new models, we'll probably see a lot more of this next year.
I hope so, because the whole idea of the E2 line is that it used to be called ESP Standard back in the day.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, it's the exact same guitar, just a different logo, but Todd, our vice president of product development, he went so heavy over the top with quality. Like, we are not the cheapest guitar company in the market. We know that. We don't care. We'd rather spend the extra few dollars to make the better quality guitar and not just try to race to the bottom. We're not in that kind of mentality. And the E2 stuff, Todd really went over the top with quality on everything, man. It's just, he's working so hard to make it even better.
So this is all Japanese-made stuff, isn't it, E2?
Yes. Fit and finished in Japan.
Cool. Should we have a look at some of the signature stuff that's coming this year?
You know what? Yes, let's do that because it's exciting. This is something that's very personal to me. So in the artist world, as being the director of artist relations globally, one of the things that I always like to tell the world about is that our artist roster as it stands right now, these are guys that we know each other on a very personal level. We're very good friends. We don't look at it as guys just like, hey, who's popular? Let's put them on the roster. If we don't get along, then I'm not going to put you on. And if you're not on the roster anymore, it's because we didn't get along. That's really what it comes down to. And, we have some really neat stuff going on. So we have made a big stink. Obviously, Rob Caggiano, we redid his model to make it all chromed out. And we made a big stink here with Brian Head Welch from Korn. Came over to us out of the blue, and what an amazing guy this guy is. I mean, he's really his own person, and he really does things his own way, and he just wanted to make a guitar from scratch, and it has thinner horns, Fishman pickups, the Evertune bridge, 7-string, and the the knob placement is based on his playing performance. So we went through a lot of protos on this.
Can we have a look at the new Kirk Hammett model?
No.
Okay.
All right, later. So right here, the new Kirk Hammett. This was really cool because Kirk asked us to make him like 5 guitars, all LTD, that were based on like Hawaiian horror comic books. So this one came out as Demonology, and I saw them play this guitar, like exactly this guitar, at the Fonda Theater, and they were doing like these few shows for the new album Hardwired to Self-Destruct, which is selling like mad, and I saw this guitar and I'm like, I want to put that out. So Matt called up Kirk and we talked about it, and Thursday morning at 10 a.m. we got the go-ahead to release this guitar. So we put it on the wall like within seconds, printed up the picture and said, let's go for it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, and that's him playing this exact guitar.
Well, that's awesome. Well, look, there's some more signature stuff over here. Let's just finish up over here.
All right. So one of the things that's really cool, obviously, Bill Kelleher of Mastodon. You know, one of my favorite people on the planet as a human being, just a great dude. We had dinner last night and it was just the guy can make you laugh, and he's so mellow. So when he makes you laugh, it's just like very witty and very smart. But we designed this guitar, the Sparrowhawk, from literally line drawings. Drawing it out very simple, putting it out there, and just like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he actually recorded the new Mastodon. 80% of the new record was with the LTD.
Wow.
Loves it, loves it, loves it. He's so proud about it. He's so excited to be here. And so we have the BK600 Eclipse and then the Sparrowhawk.
That's cool.
They're just so much fun. He has his own pickups in each of them. They have a different style of pickups. And dissonant aggressors and the divinators. So
Cool.
different styles. And this one here, Lars from Rancid. First endorsement he's ever had. He was the quintessential super punk rocker, and he's probably the last of the great punk rockers, you know. The guy that started his life off, you know, in the UK subs and worked his way up into Rancid, and then, you know, has like 9 other bands on top of that. And one of them, he's actually a closet metalhead, but I'll tell you that in another time, but loves the metal. And he wanted to finally design a guitar with the company, and we happened to be friends in Arizona. He was always in Arizona playing in his metal band and working at a mutual friend's place. He's like, you know what? I'm going to try this out. I want to try this whole endorsement thing. And we worked on this, and the Viper is extra thin, extra light. This is Danish camo based upon his mother's heritage from Denmark to the United States. Custom Seymour Duncan pickups that are only available on this. Ebony fingerboard, 24 and 24.75 scale, and extra light as well.
All right, man. Well, look, I think my friend, myself and Pete are going to whiz ourselves around the rest of the stand and get some close-ups on stuff, but appreciate you taking the time to tell us stuff.
Take some time to listen to the sensitive, good acoustic music going on right now, and feel good about yourself.
All right. Well, cheers, Chris.
Dude,
have a great year. Take it easy, man.
Thank you,
See you
guys.
soon.
Hello guys, how's it going with the ESP stand?
Everything
feels
so big.
Okay, I'm starting. We're starting. I've introduced.
Okay. Where are we, Pete?
With the ESP stand.
Should we do some guitar porn?
We should. This is definitely guitar
This is
porn.
just
After you've seen,
this is pure guitar porn.
Seen you speaking to Chris from the costume shop, taking you to some stuff.
So
we were just going to show you this stuff here.
There's a interesting band on the stage at the moment, just sound checking.
Yeah. Good.
Anyway,
like it.
So ESP's custom shop is based out of Japan. This is essentially where they started. ESP was originally a custom shop, and then everything that's that you sort of know and love down to LTD range came about as a result of the
custom shop. Yeah, and they do some amazing work in that custom shop.
Yeah,
you know.
it's still probably. It's a bit different to like the Fender custom shop, because obviously Fender will literally just make you Fender models.
Yeah.
You know, so the guitar has to be a Strat or a Tele or a Jazzmaster or something in the first place. ESP, it's kind of like you got an idea.
We'll make it. We'll
They'll
build it.
make it.
We'll
So,
build it.
Let's have a look at some porn.
I mean,
What do you like? We're not. By the way, we're not really trying to sell you this stuff. This is just us telling you.
and most of this
some
stuff has
pretty
been
guitars.
sold already. So to dealers or
I like this. I like the stream shape. I like. It kind of reminds me. Oh, every time I think she's finished, she starts singing again.
but this is all the original series, isn't it? Yeah.
So here we go. So the stream, I like that shape. It kind of reminds me a little bit like, I don't know why. It reminds me a little bit like sort of Firebirdy kind of vibe with the raised bit down the middle. It's beautifully made. Some
absolutely.
crazy stuff here with this meteorite kind of
rusty
finish.
iron.
Rusty what?
Iron. And that's the Snapper series up there, which is more traditional kind of.
You love a rusty
looking,
snapper.
Rusty iron. It's begun already.
Let's
Just the
go
first
this
video
way.
today.
We're a bit hungover this
But
morning.
these are pretty guitars.
Let's
Anyway,
just wander down.
let's have a look down.
We won't
I was
talk
looking
too
at this
much.
bass here
Yes, we
earlier,
will.
and the details in that.
That's great, the monitor.
Check that.
Might be a little loud. We can probably turn it down.
That's incredible. Absolutely.
I like that bass at the back there.
That's
It
very
looks like
cool
it's
as
made
well.
of marble or something, doesn't it? Look at the fretboard again. Beautiful.
Like a bird's eye something, isn't it?
What's it called? Burled poplar again or something, I think, or burled mahogany. No, burled. Might
Well,
even
they've got
say-
they got that shape here again
Oh,
that you
man,
like,
that's
but with
cool.
purple. Look at the covers of the pickups. It's the same.
It's a nice combination, the sort of the brown and the blue, isn't it? I like it.
Yeah. Is it more purple, perhaps? Look at that. That must be like some gold leaf or something.
I don't know what that looks like.
It
That
is got
do you know
rose
what that
gold
looks
leaf.
like? That looks like someone has thrown whole frogs in the air and then used the guitar to bat the frog really hard, so you get like a splatter of a frog on the guitar.
And no animals were harmed.
It probably isn't
this
that,
guitar.
but it might be. They do anything in the custom shop. I don't really like the colour, but I like the shape again of this one.
That's the same shape again. I know they're starting to sing now over there, so
Yeah. You probably can't hear any of
might not
anything
hear.
we're saying here. Oh, that's so cool. Why am I starting to like weird looking guitars, Pete? I've never normally liked weird looking guitars.
look at the artwork on that there. Raw of the
I
soul.
wonder, is that painted or inlaid? I think it's painted, isn't
That's
it?
original
Like
graphics,
airbrush or
yeah.
something. Oh man, I can't get out of this booth fast enough. I don't like this band. Sorry. Yeah.
And I
Actually-
can't really get any further here. I'm
So-
stuck. Sorry.
In fairness to the band, it's really not the band I don't like, it's the sound system. It's really, really piercing in my ear. So I love this red, eclipse shape. Beautiful book match maple top. I like what they've done with the slightly sort of tarnished gold hardware. Oh wow, look at the pickup surrounds on the next one, Pete.
I know, that's amazing. You have to look down as well on these guitars down here in the that's down here, and they're all sold. But look at the artwork.
It's a bit
the
dark
detail
in here,
the
so sorry if the lighting's not brilliant. What is that? Just called an
Mystic
exhibition
olive green.
series. Look at the inlay, that's crazy. Oh God, quick. It's all going to get all cajoni on me. That's just, man, I just think, again, I'm not necessarily sure any of these guitars are the kind of guitars I'd want to sort of go to be my sort of main guitar, but as a work of art, it's impossible not to be impressed.
Have you checked this?
Did you see the inlays on the pickup covers on this? Aren't they just stunning? And the neck, I mean, look at that. There's like 6 months work there just on the neck inlay. Oh well.
Look at the inlay on that with a skeleton hand.
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
a skeleton head.
Is the skeleton hand
Amazing.
coming up just to feed the pony? Like this. Look, that's what it is. Feed the pony. What else we got?
These are some more traditional shaped guitars here.
Yeah, these are probably the sort of things that you might be more likely to see people out gigging.
I mean, look at this
Rich
here.
people, that is, because
That-
they're all about
that
£10,000
wood
each, I
here.
think.
Yeah, they must be. How much strings in that one? 9.
It's not,
Because everybody needs
it's not
a
enough.
9-string guitar. Take that one up there.
What, the snapper
Rose-
in the sort of the, I don't even know, what is that silver finish?
Rose sand blast gold leaf.
Wow.
Amazing.
I quite like the one above it as well, actually.
That's pretty cool. With the pickups around.
Oh no, but I like the one to the left of it. I like that one.
Right.
Is this going to be?
So we go outside and finish off, literally.
No, this is isn't this that girl from New Zealand? I'm all out of there.
I'm already there.
Right, we got to go. Okay, so this is it. That's the end of the ESP custom shop. They're very talented people.
We can come outside.
Oh, okay. Well,
show you the
yeah.
little thing outside.
That's a good idea. Stay with us. Right, come and see these. These are actual guitars that belong to actual people.
And has been used on actual tours.
On actual tours.
Which is
with
pretty cool.
Actual humans.
Ronnie Wood.
Ronnie
Hey,
Wood.
what a
Ronnie
legend.
Wood. Have you seen that picture on the internet with him and Paul Weller? And it's something
like-
about like, have you found your missing nan or something?
Yeah, your mum and your nan sitting and they look like they're just...
But what a dude! Let's
What a
be honest
dude.
with you. There aren't many cooler people on the planet than him and Keith, are there?
I doubt it very much.
Georgie Lynch.
Look at that guitar. That is very, very, very cool. Has that been aged to look like that, you think? Or has that just cracked up like that?
That's a good question.
And is that nitro? Because it doesn't look like it's nitro.
No,
does it?
which would suggest it's maybe been relicked. But I don't know. I mean, these guitars are all, they've probably done like a zillion gigs. So
Yeah.
Then, of course, we've got Jeff Hanneman model. This is not a guitar that he would have ever played. This has been done as like a tribute to him. So
Yeah.
rest in peace, Jeff. Underneath is the Steph Carpenter.
Some Fishman pickups.
Fishman
in there.
pickups, 8 strings. Look at that Floyd Rose. I mean, it's just like there's a piece of
Try
engineering.
to tune that up to keep that in tune. That
Yeah.
must be a
I like this amp.
dream.
I know
That's
it's
really cool.
Oh, I did another Jeff Hanneman thing, but
Yeah.
that's a cool looking amp.
A bit
That's
Heineken perhaps
cool.
inspired.
And then, of course, I guess probably all the most famous
We know these
ESP
guitars.
artists of all, Kirk and James. And again, genuine. These are guitars from tours. Actually, Kelly was saying that the Explorer. What did you say that was from?
That's of Wolf and Man.
Of Wolf and Man. Oh yeah, sure. It's the inlays. Should have given that away, shouldn't they? But that's
Very,
super
very
cool.
So that's proper battle scars.
What
you
is
see on
actually
these
what is
guitars.
happening on that sort of 4th fret?
It's a man
inlay
that turns
there?
into a wolf.
It literally looks like it's a man being humped by a wolf, doesn't it? As he
Yeah, but
transforms
some people might
from
like
a
that.
human
You know,
into.
it might be a thing for some
Is
people.
it lupine? Is that what they call it? Like when you undergo some sort of
Transformation.
werewolf transformation.
Do they do that in
What's that
Harry
film?
Potter?
Well, no. What's that film with the really sexy English girl, Kate Beckinsale? Underworld.
Beckinsale Underworld.
Anyway, she's not here,
Anyway.
unfortunately. So we're just looking at guitars,
Yeah.
which is the sort of second best thing after looking at her.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Anyway, don't forget to pop over on Andertons.co.uk.
We're so tired this
I
morning.
just say that all the time. We forget to say it, but we've done a lot of videos, and there will
We've
be
done a
many
lot
more
of
to
videos.
come.
Yeah. And do you know what? Pete and I are going to go into the toilets, do some Class A drugs, and we'll be fine for the next one. We won't really do that. I don't do that stuff.
No.
Just
So,
have like a Red Bull or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Right, come
Cup
on,
of coffee,
sign out.
maybe. Sign up.
Right, okay.
We'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.